Hello, Namaste. I'm Punam, founder president of Haryali. Basically, a practicing chartered accountant, but I took absolute retirement from all my commercial activities at the age of 55 and am now devoting to the cause of Haryali, that is environmental protection and upgradation of environmental conditions around us. When it comes to environmental protection, our emphasis is basically on three things: afforestation on large scale, water conservation and rainwater harvesting, and generating and spreading environmental awareness. All these things are being done through the participation and involvement and of course Shramadhan of all sections of the society. We do not do any of these activities with the help of governmental subsidies, assistance or any funding agency, etc., but all through the participation of people from cross sections of the society, which include students to senior citizens right from the age group of 5 to 80. When it comes to afforestation, we do not just plant trees by buying saplings, but then it begins right from collection of seeds of assorted species of trees in our surroundings. These seeds are collected, they are sown on the seed beds, converted into saplings. The saplings are taken care of for almost a year, and then after they grow to a height of 2.5 to 3 feet, they are taken to the respective plantation sites. How do we identify plantation sites? When you want to plant trees on large scale, you need large tracts of open land. We do plant trees across the streets in the town, city, etc. But then that is not sufficient. When hundreds of people come for planting trees, you need to plant at least 1,000 trees per session. And this can only be done where you have huge tracts of open land, and that comes mainly from the forest department or revenue department of the government. So our concentration is more on the barren forest land across us, and over last 16 years of our existence we have converted a number of barren hills in and around Thane, Mumbai and in the Mopis Hill of Thane district into thick forest. We started our work with Koknipada of Eur range of forest in Thane, which is near Tikujiniwadi, which was almost barren 16 years ago, and now has grown into a thick jungle where many species of birds, habitat, wildlife also is seen there. Apart from sowing the seeds on seed beds and converting into saplings, we also keep on distributing seeds amongst people, more particularly those who keep on trekking in the mountains, Western Ghats, to devotees of Sai, as also Varkaris who keep on commuting to the places of pilgrimage on foot, and request them to keep on sowing the seeds by just throwing those by the side of the road, so that if you sow 100 seeds like this, at least one would germinate and grow into tree. That would be something achieved. But if you don't do anything, nothing would happen. And when lakhs of devotees keep on doing this year after year, year after year, you can imagine what difference it would make to the entire region. And people have been responding in a nice way and in an overwhelming manner. When everybody wants to plant trees, but then where to plant? People don't have that information. They don't need, they don't have any information regarding the land that is available, its ownership, where to get the saplings from, which saplings are to be planted, which implements are to be used, what is the post-plantation care to be taken. So we, on the other hand, at Haryali have created that sort of infrastructure. We have necessary expertise. We collect information in respect of land where trees can be planted around us or in our surroundings, take necessary permissions and facilitate plantation of trees. Why do we need to plant trees? I don't have to tell these to people, because the one and foremost reason for which we need trees around us is the supply of oxygen. We as human beings cannot manufacture, produce or generate oxygen. We get these from the plants and the trees around us. That is the reason why we need to plant more and more trees and protect our jungle. Wherever the trees are cut for any developmental project, our attitude is very constructive. We do not keep on agitating or protesting against this felling of trees for developmental projects or for construction of roads, factories, dams, etc. But then we motivate people to plant at least 10 trees for every tree that is being cut at whatever place it is possible for them to do. And believe me, people have been responding in a tremendous way. Today Haryali has more than 550 members who have been working out of their zeal and their love for nature, as also they understand the importance of preserving our natural resources. What happens, or what we talk about the afforestation, same thing applies to water conservation and rainwater harvesting. In India we get water only during 3 months of monsoon, and that needs to be conserved, stored above the ground as also below the ground in a manner that it can be used during next 9 months for meeting all our requirements. Naturally, it goes without saying that the water so conserved or stored should also be conserved and stored in a manner in which it can be used, which in other words means we need to safeguard this from pollution. We need to safeguard this from extravagant use or from wastage, etc. And we need to spread awareness about all these things amongst youngsters, right from school children to the elderly people. And this is being done through several means, like say holding conferences, seminars, giving talk shows on TV, radio, playing street plays, etc. A number of things. We also keep on organizing treks, river parikramas, expeditions, hikes, etc. Bird watching program, through which the awareness is generated about protecting our environment. Look at this land where you are standing. This is a forest land owned by the government of Maharashtra. We have taken this from the government of Maharashtra under a scheme called tripartite agreement scheme for development for a period of 7 years. What does that development mean? Do we need to construct anything here? No, we are not allowed to do that. We cannot take any commercial produce from here. But we have to plant as many trees here as is possible within the parameters given by the government, by the forest department, and ensure proper growth of the trees, proper survival of those. And when we talk of growing trees, protecting and planting more trees, we also must talk or take into consideration the requirement of water. There cannot be any plantation without conservation of water, without harvesting water, and there cannot be harvesting of water without plantation or without afforestation. Both these things go hand in hand.